Sparrow's Hideaway is the scene of this week's Calypso Showcase, where we feature a special two-part program on the reigning and undisputed Calypso king of the world, Dr. Sparrow. This week we talk to him here at the Hideaway. Next week you get him live in the studio. I'm impressed by the magnificent spread that you have here. But what is even more significant is that looking over your balcony, one can look straight at Kitchener's home from here.
Yes, Kitch always looking over here.
Yeah.
I'm a partner, man.
We all could almost talk to each other long distance.
Shout loud and hard enough, he could hear me,
You've been having a lot of shows, Sparrow in concert over the last few weeks. How has these shows been going for you?
Very well, wall-to-wall people. Yeah, we've really put on some good shows,
And you have even more coming up for us?
Well, definitely. I'm working on a mid-year LP right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's the LP with Survival and some of the others. Then I have I put a nice medley on it, and keep it hot and spicy,
I hear a rumor that you're going to have a concert with Sugar Aloes. How true is that?
I think the rumor is true this time. Yeah, Aloes and I are going to square off, I think it's the 17th and 18th at Spectacular.
That should be interesting.
Well, yes, I already sent a threat to him last couple of days when they asked me about it, and I told them, I said, all he had to do is to remember the hammer.
I remember when I did an early interview, you said one thing. You said, I interviewed Aloes on that day, and you said, tell them don't lean on my car.
Yes, you remember?
Yeah.
In Sando, I was just making a little joke and thing,
Mm-hmm.
So all the guys came around, and I said to them, look, don't lean on it, don't lean on it, and it turned out that I was right.
All right, well, on Calypso Showcase, we want to look at the life of the Calypsonian. We want to look at all the ups and downs and so on. First thing I want you to clarify for the benefit of our viewers, is your name Francisco Slinger or Slinger Francisco? I see some of the documents with it written both ways.
No. Francisco is last. Yo soy Francisco, de otro lado, rey de Calypso. Sí, señor, Francisco.
Right.
Well, the family name is Francisco. Right. My first name is Slinger.
Tell us about the first 16 years of Sparrow. What was your childhood like, your youth days?
Well, it's so long ago, it's hard to be correct. But I suppose it was very normal and regular. You do your studies and you make your parents happy, and sometimes they get into quarrel with you and that type of thing. But all in all, it was okay.
What school did you go to?
Well, I went to Mokrapo Boys when I was very, very young. I was, ABC, kindergarten. And then on to Newtown Boys, where I really finished.
Mm-hmm.
And my teacher, ex-teacher, Carl Jadunat, was revealing some of the things that happened to me a few days ago, which I couldn't remember. He was talking about 1946, 47, when my father brought me to the school and wanted to have me enrolled, and some of the things which I didn't know anything about. And from there, he was with me right through.
No, it's common knowledge to everyone that you were actually born in Grenada. What age did you migrate to Trinidad?
Yeah, well, the family brought me over here to Trinidad when I was about a year and a half. Trinidad in those days used to be like America is, the America of the Caribbean. Yeah. And anytime you needed a lot in life, or you needed some improvement, you needed work, you had to come to Trinidad. And pretty much like Trinidadians do today, we all go to America and try to get green card and citizenship and to better ourselves.
Yeah, I remember once traveling abroad, and someone of the islands told me if I could just see Frederick Road, I'm in business.
That's right. And I've traveled to all the different islands, and some of them are very, very nice. I feel that this part of the world is exceptionally nice.
Well, we want to get into the early years of your Calypso. And to many people, 1956 started for you. But in fact, the year before 1955, you sang 2 Calypsos. Can you recall that?
1955, I came out with The High Cost of Living, Ruby Where the Baby Disappear, and Racetrack Scandal.
Could you remember any of those Calypsos?
Yes, I think I could remember. I usually try to remember the high cost of living, The high cost of living, higher than a mountain. People like me and you so just had to stand up and watch the goods at high-low. I think that's the chorus.
Yes, I remember that actually.
Where the baby disappear, it cannot be for. That has something to do with abortion in a form.
All right, but
illegal abortion, that is. Yes.
But 1956 is the start of the Mighty Sparrow's career as far as we are concerned with that tune, Gene and Dinah. We want the story of Gene and Dinah.
Well, that was the original, both of them. Gene and Dinah. Well, it was four of them, Gene and Dinah, Rosita and Clementina. Well, actually, that was a commercial. I had made a commercial for Salvatore Scott and Company. I always keep telling people, you know, that during the days when I used to be up and down in Port of Spain, regular, just moving up and down, and a melody in my head, Salvatore Scott and Company, the Salvatore Scott and Company, you know, just a little melody. And in those days, you had people like Melody and Small Island Pride and some of these guys advertising for high-low and glamour girl lingerie and so on. And, you know, I thought, well, Salvatore should be advertising. They're bigger and they seem more prosperous, and you know, why aren't they advertising? So I made up this thing. Gene and Dinah, Rosita and Clementina came to me one morning after they complete their shopping. They tell me, honey, I never had more luxury, more than when I stopped and went in at Salvatore to shop. But the tune in my head. And when the Yankees coincidentally had to leave at that same time, I got the idea one time.
Well, the girls in town feeling bad. No more Yankees in Trinidad. They go close down the base for good. Them girls have to make out how they could. Whether it's now they park up in town, in for a penny and in for a pound. Believe me, it's competition for so. Trouble in the town with the price drop low. So when you bounce up Gene and Dinah, Rosita and why gonna call and posing. That's what I have something to sell in. You catch them broke, you can get them. The Yankees lost.
Can you relive some of the excitement of that year for us?
Well, I can't remember in every detail, but you know, when I went up there, I really weren't too particular about winning. I had been with the Calypsonians who say, you know, I've been up there 4 times, I never win. This one I've been 7 times, you never win, and so on. So when I got my break there, I figured, well, no big thing. If I win, I may have another chance. So I went out there and just let it all hang out and throw up my hat in the air and carry on and start to. When I heard the people start to react and think, I was a little bit, you know, pleasantly surprised, you know. Yeah. I said, well, like I'm doing something good, and every verse, man. And then the march of dime behind, boom, wah, boom, wah, and I got the energy and I continue to drive it home, boy.
And the verse that stands on the mind is the Glamour Boys again.
Glamour Boys again, we are going to rule Port of Spain.
Real action started. There was no doubt after that.